All right, everybody, welcome back. We're diving deep today
Into
into an article that got me thinking.
okay.
It's called Five Signs You're Richer Than You Think. But,
Mm.
what does that even mean? What does it even mean to be rich? I mean,
That's the question, right? We
uh,
always think about, the money, the big bank
yeah,
accounts.
yeah, yeah, big piles of cash.
But this article is saying that's not really the whole picture.
So let's break it down.
Oh,
What are these five signs? And the first one is having multiple income streams.
right?
Now, we hear a lot about side hustles these days, right? But this seems to be talking about something a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I think the key here is about financial stability.
Okay.
If you have more than one way to make money,
Uh-huh.
then you're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Right. Like if one thing goes south, you've got something
Exactly, you've got backup.
to fall back on.
Exactly. And it's not just about like losing your job or something like
Uh,
that. It could be, a global pandemic hits and suddenly your industry is, on hold.
Gone.
So having those multiple streams, it just gives you that flexibility.
Or options.
Yeah, and the freedom to maybe, what if you could use that extra income
Yeah.
to start investing more or finally take that photography class you've always wanted to?
Or even just like quit your job and do that thing you've always wanted to do.
Exactly. So it's not just about, surviving.
Right.
It's about thriving.
Okay, so anybody listening, do you have a side hustle? Are you making a little extra cash on the side? Investments or anything like that.
Okay.
It's really interesting to think about how that impacts not just your bank account, but your options and choices.
Absolutely.
Okay, so sign number two is having an emergency fund.
Okay.
They've all been there. The car breaks down or there's a medical bill or something comes up that you weren't expecting.
Ugh, it's the worst.
Yeah, and it's so stressful.
So stressful. And, I think a lot of people put off building an emergency fund because they're like, oh, I don't have the money for that.
Right, right.
But even if it's just like $50 a month or whatever you can manage,
Yeah.
just having something there,
It makes you feel better.
it changes your whole mindset.
Yeah, because you know you can handle it.
Exactly. You're not going to go into debt. You're not going to panic.
Right.
You're just like, okay, I got this.
Okay. What's sign number three?
This one's my favorite.
Okay.
Time freedom.
Hmm.
So many people are, they're rich on paper.
Yeah.
They have the money, but they don't have the time to enjoy it.
They're always working.
Exactly. They're chained to their desk or,
Yeah.
whatever their job is.
I think about that a lot. Like, what would I do if money wasn't an object?
Hmm.
What would I do with my time? Would I travel the world? Would I write that novel?
That's the thing, right? If you had complete freedom over your time,
Yeah.
what would you do? And if the answer is like, I would just keep working,
Hmm.
then maybe.
Maybe you should rethink some things.
Yeah, maybe something needs to change.
Yeah. Okay. So time freedom, it's not just about like having free time. It's about having the freedom to choose.
Exactly. You're in control of your time.
Yeah. Okay. So sign number four is investing.
Yes. And I know a lot of people find this one intimidating,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a Wall Street whiz
Right.
to invest. You can start small,
Okay.
even just like $50 a month
Yeah.
and let it grow over time.
And that's the thing, isn't it? It's about time.
It's all about time.
It's not about like getting rich quick.
No, no, no.
It's about making those small, consistent investments.
Compound interest is your friend.
Oh, yeah. Compound interest is like magic.
It's magic.
It really is. So what would you say to someone who's like, I don't know where to start with investing?
I would say start by doing your research.
Okay.
There are so many resources available online.
Yeah.
You can talk to a financial advisor.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right.
But the most important thing is to just start,
Yeah. Get started.
even if it's just a small amount.
Okay. So sign number five is living below your means.
This one's important.
Okay. And this isn't about like, deprivation.
No, it's not about being a miser.
Right.
It's about being mindful,
Okay.
about your spending.
So what does that actually look like?
It means, like, before you buy something,
Yeah.
ask yourself, do I really need this?
Yeah.
Or do I just want it?
Hmm.
And if it's just a want,
Yeah.
maybe wait a week.
Yeah.
See if you still want it.
Yeah. And I think it's also about, finding joy in the simple things,
Absolutely.
like spending time with loved ones or being in nature.
Yes, those things are free.
Yeah. And they're so much more valuable than
And that new gadget.
that new gadget that you're just going to like get tired of in a month.
Exactly.
So living below your means, it's not about like being cheap.
No,
It's about being intentional.
it's about freedom.
You have freedom from like that constant need for more. So those are the 5 signs that you might be richer than you think. Multiple income streams, an emergency fund, time freedom, investing, and living below your means.
It's a whole new way of thinking about wealth.
It really is. And it makes you realize that wealth isn't just about how much money you have.
It's about how you live your life.
So if these signs resonate with you, maybe it's time to start thinking about how you can cultivate even more wealth,
Not just financially.
but in all areas of your life.
That's the real challenge.
It is. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. I'm really glad we got to unpack this together.
Me too.
All right, everybody, until next time.
Bye.